Hello, everybody. My name is Natalie Yulee, and I am a previously inducted member of the NSLS. Today, I'm calling you from one of the coolest spots on Microsoft's corporate campus, and it is what is called the Treehouse Room. It is a nap room that's designed to look like a treehouse area, and there's these nap pods that I am in one right now. I have come to talk to you about something very important, and that is getting the most out of every opportunity that you're handed. You are a student at UAH and a member of NSLS, both of which are incredible opportunities if you know how to use them. However, what separates a lot of the most competitive students from the ones that don't get as far is that competitive students know how to do this. I majored in computer science at UAH, and I graduated in December of 2018. I got a job at Microsoft right out of college, but it took me 6 internships to be able to get there. And it's because I work at Microsoft in the Pacific Northwest, the Seattle area, but not Seattle itself, that I can't be there in person today. And unfortunately, we had technical issues, so I can't be there live today. However, I do wish that I could have been there to see you all in person. Of course, like I said, I didn't get this job at Microsoft without trying, and it took me 6 internships to get here. That very first internship, I got it in a way that you could get a job, and that's through the UAH Career Center. Using resources at UAH, like the Career Center, like your professors, and like anything else that you can exploit at UAH, the clubs, there's plenty of people in the clubs that have connections to things that you wouldn't even guess. And it's important to be able to use your resources because I'll be honest, I got my first 4 internships through UAH. If you sign up for the UAH Career Center emails, I got 2 of my internships that way, and then I got 2 of them through the jobs portal. What made my 5th internship different was, I should probably mention I studied computer science, so this experience may be different for other majors, but I think that the concept of taking advantage of your opportunities is the same. Anyway, going back to my 5th internship, that one I got because I had made connections outside of UAH. And that is the most important thing that took me from a locally competitive student to a nationally competitive student. What got me there? Well, it started out with finding out about conferences, and specifically conferences that cater to students. How did I find out about conferences? Because I applied to literally anything and everything and put my resume in as many communities as possible and signed up for student opportunities that I thought I would never get. When I was a freshman, before I was a freshman, as I was a senior in high school, I was applying for scholarship after scholarship after scholarship to get into college. And I'll be honest, I didn't get any of the scholarships I applied for. but I just kept trying. One of these scholarships I didn't get. In the rejection email, it told me about a computer science summer program for students. So I applied for it, and I felt like I bombed the interview, but I still got in. And this program led to a community of alumni that I could connect with. These alumni went to MIT and RIT and Caltech and all kinds of other schools that were way more impressive than UAH. And so these students had connections I couldn't dream of. I learned about conferences through these students. I didn't even know what a tech conference was. And when I got my resume in the resume database of this tech conference, even though I didn't get into the conference, I still was able to find out about another student program that I could apply for. And when that student program took me in, I learned about a different conference. And that conference was the Grace Hopper Conference. If you haven't heard of it, it's not surprising. But that one I did get into. And when I was there, I handed out my resume to every single employer I could. Every single one. And one of them ended up giving me an internship as a result. And that was after so many rejections. I didn't get a single job from all of the cold emails that I sent out, all of the cold applications that I sent out. The only cold applications that worked were the ones I got through UAH. And that's not really a cold application because they're expecting people from that school. I didn't get my 5th internship through a cold application, and my 6th internship, the one at Microsoft that got me my job here, I got that internship because I was part of a resume database, and they found me in that resume database. So when I talk about resume databases, how can these get you opportunities, right? Why would I put my resume in so many different ones? Here's the deal. Your resume is going to be the only way that you can reach opportunities outside of Huntsville. And I'll be honest, I didn't want to stay in Huntsville after college. If you want to, then that's great. And, if you're going to a place where UAH will make you competitive, then that's great too. But if you're not, you cannot expect your UAH education to be enough. When I was studying for my algorithms class, I learned that what UAH teaches in terms of algorithms is the first half of MIT's algorithms courses, and they teach 3 of the first algorithms course. MIT teaches 3 of them. That means that I was learning 1/6 of the algorithms of the students that I was competing against. Will that be the case for every UAH program? Absolutely not. I'm sure the aerospace engineering here is incredible. But what I am saying is that you cannot expect to compete with with the students at that kind of a level at other schools across the country if you do not exploit your opportunities. So, some examples. I gave examples of putting my resume in resume databases even if I thought I wouldn't get it. Another example is and I talked about keeping in contact with other alumni. Another thing that you can do to exploit opportunities is to is is to dig deeper into what that opportunity is about. For example, NSLS. If you're in NSLS, you could totally end your relationship with it right from the beginning, right? You're inducted, okay, that's it. But you can also use all of the resources and opportunities that NSLS offers you. And those resources in the NSLS portal that you can access are totally valuable and can help you incredibly in finding other opportunities. Go to the Career Center at UAH and don't just sign up for their email list, sign up for a resume review and get your resume reviewed and get it perfect. And then go online to something like ResScore and get it graded and see if there's ways to improve it. Your resume is your number one tool to get you to opportunities outside of the scope of what UAH could get you alone. As an ending note, I just wanted to say something that my principal said at my high school graduation. And that is, your rights end here. You have no right to anything after you walk through these doors. What you have to do is fight for every single opportunity you get out here, and nothing is guaranteed anymore. There is nothing that is guaranteed from your UAH education alone. And there is nothing that is guaranteed from every single bit of effort that you put in. What's most important is that every single bit of help you can get, you turn that into an advantage. Because I would not be outside of Huntsville. I would not be working at Microsoft if I simply settled for my education alone. I went out there and I applied to everything. I kept tabs with everybody I talked to at everything I went to. And in the end, Microsoft found me through a resume database that I happened to hear about through some opportunity or another. And if I hadn't been out there and been so active in applying and in talking to people and taking advantage, I wouldn't be here. I know plenty of computer science majors at UAH that came out of UAH that are unemployed. Plenty of them. Because UAH education alone may not be enough in your field of choice. And you are competing against people who are at schools far more impressive. Not to say that UAH can't get you to places. It did for me. But it's not enough to rely on your classes and education alone. You got to go out there and be a ambitious, driven person that doesn't take no for an answer and doesn't let anything stop them. I congratulate you on making it this far, and I hope that this advice helps you to have a brighter future when you finish at UAH. Thank you.